All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, December 5th, set today by Picaroon. We see him quite a lot. All right, let's see what Picaroon has for us. Test of speed or another drug right before whiz. Well, I only know about whiz from pulp, sorted for ease and whiz. I think it might be a test of speed of some kind. Oh, could it be a something race? Because I think whiz, if you whiz around. Oh, what was the comic Whizzer and Chips? I think it was the merger of two comics, wasn't it? Anyways, and then, excuse me, I think we're going to put another drug. Ooh, and maybe right is an R, so some four-letter drug, an R, and then race. Test of speed. No, I don't get that. Let's try the Downs Daily paper ignored by rocker say. Well, a daily can be a char, but then paper ignored by rocker. Well, a rocker could be. Oh, yes, a rocker could be a type of a chair, a rocking chair. It could be a rocker. And I think the paper is that independent I. So you take the. Yeah, we often see this wording where the paper is ignored by, so the letter I is ignored by that. It just always doesn't sound quite right to me. But oh, well, that does give us an H, which H can be heroin. Oh, it can also be horse, can be heroin. Horse race, is that a test of speed? I'm not convinced, but I'll put it in and we'll see if the Downs agree with it. All right, one who shouldn't be drinking in 25. Oh, and I see here's a 20. Oh, there's a 25. There's a 25. Ah, all right. Looks like a lot of clues refer to 25. Maybe let's take a look at that. Um, youngster in pride embraces liberal society. Well, I'm thinking a pride of lions. The youngster is a cub. Liberal can be L. So I think it's going to be club. So we have a theme, and it's probably going to be every possible meaning of the word club. All right, so one who shouldn't be drinking in club. Is it just somebody who's underage? Mm. Or is it somebody who's in the club pregnant shouldn't be drinking? I don't quite get that. How about they're critical of French players, including right back? All right, I'm thinking the definition might be they're critical, and it's something like, well, I don't know what's one word for things that are critical. Of French could be de, or even des, day, but I think de. And then players could be sports players, but also could be musicians. And then including right are, and back, maybe then we have to reverse something. I think it is going to be a plural word, so we're going to end up. Yeah, so I think then the players, including right, when it's forwards, will start with S. So when you turn it around, you get the S at the end. Anyway, what are they're critical? Or it could be just people who are critical, moaners, critics, of course. I think I've mentioned before the famous Irish politician who once said Ireland is a nation of knockers. People who knock are criticized. Anyway, how about cricketers 25? Well, a cricketers club, I mean, it could be their bat, but yeah, I don't know. Isn't there a club called the Cricketers? As in a club you join as a member. Girl enters bank in a careless manner. I think it might mean in a careless manner. And we put a girl's name maybe inside of a word for bank. And that one always throws me. All right, how about Mythical Warriors Club? Ooh, is it actually? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be just as straightforward. You have to think of the name of a club wielded by a mythical warrior. I think it must be a double definition. Oh, Ajax was a mythical warrior, and then Ajax. Is that a Dutch club? Showing my ignorance here. But yes, the J is confirmed. One of 12 is the definition, and the leaders in, oh, this is like an everyman clue. Junta or junta, uselessly rowing, I should say, over rolls, is is a juror. Let's go on with the acrosses. One in the club in Republican state. Oh, the R might be Republican, and then we have a four-letter word for state. Yeah. Oops. What did I do there? My goodness, I'm out of control today. I think if you aver, you state, and a raver would be someone in a nightclub. It's a crash course for the ravers. So now one who shouldn't be drinking would be a driver, of course, and a golf club is also a driver. They're critical. Yeah, not seeing it. Although maybe that R is the R for right, including right. Are the cricketers? We don't have anything new for that. Oh, well, let's try 12 with that lovely X. Attempts to pen bovine I had in compounds. I think it might be some chemical term, chemical compounds. I think it. I think the bovine, because of that X, might be an ox, and a word for attempts pens it or goes around it. I'm thinking attempts might simply be tries, and then I think we also have to pen I had or I'd. So, I mean, I've heard of oxides. I don't think I've heard of trioxides, but I can certainly imagine those are compounds with three oxygen molecules or something like that. Oh, I never looked at this. Maybe supplies with 25 members. I'm thinking arms, but how is that? Maybe, yeah, how's that club members? No, so it's double definition. Maybe supplies with club would be one type of weapon, so that would be arms. And then your members of your body are the limbs, so arms. All right, traveler lets this setter run in 9 the wrong way. All right, are we? Oh, I suppose horse race. Traveler lets this setter run in horse race the wrong way. Yeah, I don't quite get that. Oh, but this setter, I mean, could be a something dog, a type of dog, as opposed to picaroon is a setter. So could it be something dog? Um, I'm thinking there's a phrase used in Texas and probably lots of places, but that dog won't hunt. Don't think it's anything to do with that. Mocking woman who's educated about parting thus. No. Maybe the definition is mocking. And a woman who's educated. I don't know. And then about could be on or re. And that's parting a word for thus could be so. I'm wondering maybe it's a mocking woman is from mythology or something. I'm thinking of like Sappho or no. Join the club of opera company with Otello, but not Rossini hero. Okay. For some reason, I'm thinking El Cid, but oh, I'm thinking the Rossini hero is William Tell, and so Otello, which tellingly doesn't have the H, but I'm wondering if that just is going to give us the O. Ah, yeah, the opera company is the Met. And then we have our double O after removing William Tell, and Me Too is join the club. Me Too. All right. According to Carol, Holly's partner gives name of London club. Oh, well, that's very easy, especially in December, the holly and the ivy. So in A Christmas Carol, Holly's partner. And yeah, I think there is another club called the Ivy. Let's try. One's finished. Strategic game. SWAT hasn't finished. Oh my goodness. Ah, well, I just started thinking of the SWAT hasn't finished that we have to come up with a word for SWAT and drop its last letter. Well, the obvious synonym would be a nerd, so that would give us an NER ending. And the strategic game is Go with our ner. Then one is finished when you're a goner. All right, cat about to drink mixed gin joins the club, perhaps. Yeah, yeah, I think it's something like dives in or jumps in, joins the club, perhaps. Signs in or signs up. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Let's go back to the Downs. Idiots, striking head, showing swollen areas. I want the swollen areas to be lumps. Uh, so I think it's some word for idiot, where we drop the first letter, the head letter. I don't think a clump is an idiot, is it? Clod or what word am I? I'm just not thinking of it. Flumps, glumps. Uh, no, I don't get that. I'll leave it in for now. Yeah, I like that S there. And our traveler now would begin, lets this setter run in horse race, presumably, the wrong way. Traveler lets, no. All right. Experts using clubs in row about good 25s. Ah, maybe it's an expert using clubs, which could be like a scratch golfer or a juggler, maybe, would use clubs. And then we put a word for row or row, maybe about good. I think that's going to be that G. And then maybe some other types word synonym for clubs. Woods, irons, putters. No, I'm going to pause and think about that. No, nothing coming to me. Comedians in 25s say, of course, Picaroon might be very sneaky at some point, and where it looks like 25s, it might actually be 25 shillings. Although I don't, was 25 shillings it was 20 shillings, was it to a pound? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. Anyway, but I think we have a homophone here. So a homophone is for some kind of clubs, and it's going to mean comedians. Wags, jokers. No. Parisian in donning hose tenses up. Now, the whole thing might mean a Parisian, but I'm wondering if Parisian in is we have to think of the Parisian word for in, which could be en, and that dons hose, which could be stockings, but could also be a pipe or a tube. And then it would mean tenses up. So then it would end in S. So I think donning hose, maybe it must be a plural word for hosiery. Oh, tights Titans, of course. My goodness. Took me far too long to spot that. All right, troublemaker. Well, I see the I and I immediately think of imp. Running round, upset. Teacher is put in detention. Something like in prison, but put in detention. Yeah, it sounds like past tense, but I think it's going to be just is it imp? Running round. That sounds like the imp would have to go around an upset teacher. Ah, no, the word running is because troublemaker round upset teacher would, I suppose, mean the same. The teacher is sir, and that is upset. And then if something is running, it is on. Is your refrigerator running? All right, food for e.g. Jersey, girl, who's upper class in club. There's a lot going on there. Upper class is usually a letter U. E.g. Jersey. Now, Jersey is an island. New Jersey is a state. It's also a piece of clothing. Oh, a girl who's upper class, of course, can be a Deb. Food for E.g. Jersey. Could that be the definition? And we put Deb inside a club of some kind? No, I don't see it. How about party in club? It could be a political party. Labour would fit, but I don't see how Labour is club. Be Labour, maybe. Flycatchers with wings in wreckage and rubbish. The wings are going to be, I think, the outer letters. The wings in wreckage would be the W-E. And then we'd only have two letters for and rubbish to be flycatchers. Oh, webs. Ah, yeah, so we just need two letters. BS is rubbish. There we go. That's a clever definition of spider webs as flycatchers. Let's finish the downs. We already got our club, thank goodness. In America, follower of club in ground close to Atlanta. Could it be a sports ground? Oh, the close to Atlanta is the A. In America, that's funny. I think I've worked it out that the ground can be a sod and then the closing letter of Atlanta. And so club soda, I presume that's only the American term. Let me look up and see what the British term for that is. Well, there's a fascinating Wikipedia article on club soda I recommend you take a look at. It seems to have been discovered by the English chemist Joseph Priestley, although he never realized the commercial potential of his discovery, but he did call it his happiest discovery. And then a Swiss guy, Johann Jakob Schwepp, amateur scientist, he began the commercial production of carbonated mineral water. And then a guy in Yale began selling it in Connecticut. The original trademarked club soda was made by Cantrell and Cochrane of Dublin. And the club refers to the Kildare Street Club, which commissioned them to produce it. But it does seem to be, they just say manufactured in North America, used as a drink mixer. But I do enjoy a club soda if I'm out, so even with a meal, lovely. All right, so that's all the downs. Let's finish the crosses. Clergyman, men, you shouldn't have over tucked into treats. Good Lord. I don't know how you shouldn't have over tucked into treats. I mean, tucked into treats sounds like wordplay, putting something inside. No. Oh, here's another comedian. Comedian gets hot. Well, I think comedian is here a wit, and then gets H for hot. Berated drinking liters in the club. I'm thinking it might be what I was saying earlier about pregnant, so I think it might be with child. Berated. I know you can chide somebody. Is the past tense chid? I don't think I knew that. But it drinks liters. Well, just a single ale, I think. Um, Fairly confident about that. All right, periodically dodges arrests about intimidating people. All right, I think we're going to take every other letter of what dodges arrests, and we're going to have to finish on the S, first S in arrests, I think. Oh, ooh, I was going to say ogres, but that's not right. Yeah, I really wanted to be ogres, but unless I'm just miscounting or my eyes are confusing me here, it's definitely not the DD. So it would have to be OG, but then we have the S. I wonder if maybe there's a little mistake in the crossword. It should be periodically dodge arrests. Then we would have OG. Oh no, then we would have OGA. OGARS. I mean, it doesn't have to be every other, I suppose. It could be. But going OG, don't see that. I'm wondering if this is Bantu. Some languages don't allow you to translate into French. I think, yeah. Yeah. So if you're not allowed, I suppose, or someone doesn't allow you, that's ban. And then you translated into French in the familiar is tu. All right. Ever so odd maverick made a quantitative error. All right, I think ever so odd is 9 letters. Maverick maybe indicates an anagram. And so I think it's going to be an ED, a past tense. It must be over, what am I left with? We have another D. We've used up our E's. DS. Oh, I think it's overdosed. Yeah. Yeah, we have to use up another O, so oh dear, made a quantitative error. That's, yeah, not good. All right. So our food for EG, Jersey Girl is up. Well, we're not going to get our Deb, I think. Food for EG. Nope. I think this might be signs up. Let me put it in and just see if I can justify it. What's the cat? Oh, the cat is, I think, a puss, and that's turned about or reversed, and it drinks an anagram of gin. There we go. Let's try 3 down. Oh, how about detractors? I think would be their critical. Let's see. Players, including right. Players, what are the players? Tactors? Oh, and back we have, are we? I don't quite get that. Let me pause and mull it over. All right, took me a while to spot. We have actors at the end. I mean, it's so plain. So those are the players. And right is the abbreviation RT, I suppose, as in the Right Reverend, Right Honorable, and that is backwards to become TR. All right. Cricketers Club. Is it batter? So then let's this setter run in horse race, let's say, the wrong way. Yeah, we're at the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to check on lumps. I was never very convinced by that, so let's check it. Ooh, okay. Oh, chumps, of course, are the. I knew there was a word very close to clumps, but I just was not getting it. But I think it's my humps, as Fergie sang about it, swollen areas. All right. Ah, let's this setter run in nine. Oh, I think, oh, that's very clever. To let something is to rent it. And I think you can use the verb when you're on either side of the transaction. So I think a traveler would rent a hire car. And we do have race. Yeah, we have race backwards. But then RIH. No, I don't get that. Setter. Setter might be I. Runs in nine the wrong way. No, I don't fully get that. All right. Yeah, so this might be batter, but I don't get it. I'm going to check it. It is right, but we'll need 15 squared to explain it. All right. Ooh, in a careless manner. So I think it's going to be an ly adverb. Well, I just thought we've seen before where bank can mean to bank on something and so be rely. And then the girl, I thought maybe a miss. And so, again, it's one of these forms of a word that isn't very common. You often hear someone is being remiss, but I suppose you can do or behave remissly. All right. Okay. Oh, did I look at this one? I think I skipped over it. Key part of a crossword club's framework. Okay, so I think it's key part of a crossword would be the grid. A club, I knew iron would come up eventually, and a framework might be a gridiron. I think I only ever hear the word in the US applied to the football field. Is that what they call it? Gridiron for some reason? But I may be wrong on that. All right, mocking. Here's our woman who's educated about parting thus. No, don't see it. Now my expert. Yeah, in row about good 25s. That would suggest there's going to be an internal S. So where is that S going to be? I suppose the start of the second word is most likely, but then that would only give us two more letters if that G is right. But I was wondering if an expert could be a something guide. Might be an expert. Can I get the letter from here? This is the one I thought might be ogres. Ah, no. Well, I just realized the word about. So I think as well as being every other letter of dodges, arrests, I think we also then have to work backwards. So that S we have at the end might be there. So T, E. No, that doesn't quite work either. Yeah, so completely, unless it's periodically dodges again, though we're gonna have three letters no matter where we go with that. Yeah, but I do like ogres, so I'm gonna put it in and check it. Oh, oh dear. Um, periodically dodges, arrests, about intimidating people. No, no, I've no idea. Now I'm beginning to wonder if the definition might be at the start, periodically or periodically dodges, and then we put a word for arrests about the intimidating people. Maybe this is going to be some very complicated parsing. Okay, still don't have anything extra for our food. Upper class in club. No. Yeah, I think I may need to just start thinking more synonyms for a club. Here was our comedians. We just still have that R. Yeah, it's this bottom right. Well, quite an extended bottom right. All right, I think I'm going to have to resort to wordplays.com here and see what seven-letter words fit this pattern. All right, I was not finding any good words at wordplays for 14 across, the mocking woman. But then I looked again at my comedians and I realized one meaning of clubs that I hadn't considered was playing cards, a suit. And so cards say, or sorry, clubs say might be cards who are comedians. And then I think satiric would be mocking. Oh, the woman who's educated is Rita, as in the play and film Educating Rita, and turned about, and it parts sick. I didn't think of sick. All right, now that should help my expert. An expert using golf clubs would be Tiger Woods. Yeah. So um, the row is a tier. Had that the other day and it tripped me up. It's funny, the ones that trip you up, you tend to remember better. And that goes about the G, and then the final woods are more golf clubs. All right. This is the baffling one. Clergymen you shouldn't have over tucked into treats. Well, I'm just looking and thinking clergymen might be parsons. Oh, it could be vergers, maybe. Although, well, no, vergers are not really clergymen, are they? Um, Let me put in parsons and see. You shouldn't have over tucked into treats. What are treats? Yeah, I'm just wondering if you shouldn't have something like ban or bar or taboo or something. And that's going to be over, I think is going to be reversed and then tucked into treats. Now I'm going to go ahead and check this one. No, oh dear. Another one wrong. Food for e.g. Oh, of course, a jersey is a cow. I never thought of that. So food for a cow. What do you call that? Silage or... And then a girl who's upper class in club. Oh, is there like the equivalent of a hooray Henry? Hooray Henrietta? No. And now my one that's not ogres. What could this be? Intimidating people? Now, I think I'm just going to go ahead and reveal that one since I already had one bite of the cherry. Oh, what did I put in? Oh, I must have mistyped it. I'll have to go back and watch the instant replay on that one. Ah, that's bizarre. Yeah, I'm sure you all saw it and you're wondering why is he so confused? What? So, but I still don't understand it. Yeah, I still don't see how that we get that. All right, that's weird. Um, Need to go to Specsavers, I suppose, and get typing lessons from Mavis Beacon. All right, party in 25, party in club. Well, a party can be a do, but I don't see some other word for a party. Well, it could be a party of people, which in a way, is not that dissimilar from a club, congress, or a... No. And the clergyman you shouldn't have over. Yeah, well, if it was bar, then maybe we would have rab, but no, no, I don't see that. Let me think about food for cows, food for thought. All right, I had to go to wordplays.com to see words with the D and the E. Yeah, I would not have got that without got this without their help. So of course, food for a cow. I suppose they're chewing the cud. Now I'm not sure that's exactly food, but well, I mean, yeah, I suppose it is. It's what happens to their food, but you don't give them cud anyway. And a girl who's upper class is a gel in an upper class accent. And cudgel means a club, of course. Oh my goodness. So, then of course I didn't think of curates. So you shouldn't have overtucked. How tucked could be 8 are tucked into. Yeah, I don't get that, and I may be wrong. Let's check it. No, it is right. Um, Yet another I don't fully understand. All right, now my party. Uh, Thrash. Um, oh yeah. Is it? I think you can have a bash, but can you have a thrash like a wild party? And then if you club somebody, maybe you thrash them. I'm not very confident of this one, so let's check and know it is right. All right. Yeah, I think at the back of my mind, I do know there is the slang thrash for a party. Wow, that was quite tricky today. Oh, let's go ahead and check all. A little afraid, what else did I mistype other than ogres? All right, looks like everything else is all right. Let's see what they're saying at 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Peter O. Enjoyable outing, not as taxing as Picaroon can be. Oh, he does say that he found the 20. Yeah, so thankfully 25 down was very gettable. But just some of them So let's see. Hire car. I is the setter. Plus run is R. Horse is from 9. Plus a reversal, the remainder. Okay, so you have to change the horse in 9 to H, an abbreviation for heroin. All right, plus in 9 the wrong way. Wow, very tricky. Satiric. I got. Let's see. Curates of at. A reversal of. Oh my goodness, you shouldn't have. You have to think of ta. I don't know. Incures, which is treats, medically not quite synonymous. I think maybe it's as in curing meat. You treat it in some way. But again, very, very difficult. And then 26. Okay. So re is about. So dodges, periodically dodges those OGS that arrests or goes around a short word for about, which of course is re. My goodness. Yeah, and I don't think I didn't comment on it, but Bantu, it's a family of languages, not a specific one. I didn't know that. All right, detractors. Oh no, I did get that one. Yeah, yeah. And batter. Oh, to batter somebody. Oh, as a verb. Yeah, I think I didn't get that. Yeah, yeah. Just a lot of these that it took me far too long to get. Club soda is primarily US and Canadian, otherwise known as soda water or seltzer, all right. Let's see. I always solve in order. Wow, well done. Oh, here's KVA. Couldn't see woods for trees for ages. Yeah, so Tassie is saying, yeah, you rent the car, but I think you can use it the other way, but someone will probably cite Chambers Dictionary. Yeah, and not Patty Mellon said cud is not the usual idea of food, and gel, of course. Favorite was with child, which I was expecting. Very funny. Yeah, so just looking for someone to justify letting a car, meaning renting it, but I won't waste any more of your time. We're at 50 minutes. All right, well, thank you as always for watching and for putting up with my foolishness, and have a wonderful day.